All right, thank you, Meg. We're gonna pick up where we left off last time. Let's kind of recap where you guys are, what you guys have been doing. You're exploring you're exploring an abandoned mountain pass that has been taken over by Yetis, but was once used as a shortcut up to the top of the mountain, to where Elsa's castle is, about at the very peak of Crystalline Ridge. You know that Honey Marin, the village elder's granddaughter, has done something brash, and she's head up ahead of you, and you guys have also been detailed with finding and rescuing her granddaughter. You guys were making your way through the forest and encountered some bears that were hungry and looked at you like a decent meal, but you proved to be too much for them, and upon their escape, they lost a few of their family members, and they went down all together as a family. You got
Murder.
Murder.
Just hammer it home.
Afterwards, you guys were debating whether finding blood trails leading up the mountain pass. You decided whether or not to pursue afterwards or to take rest for the evening because it's getting late and the elements have been described to you as very dangerous in the middle of the night. So, you guys set up camp. Are you guys taking watches? Are you taking a full 8 hours? Are you taking 10 hours and minimal watches? Or how are you guys doing this?
I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Should probably do watches.
Oh, 100%.
If you guys are technically on the stairs right now.
Yeah.
Like off in the little nook.
Blending in. We have a camouflaged magical tent.
Mm. I do think watches would be good. I think doing the what?
It looks like the terrain, or how does that do that though? It's any color you choose, so you can make it gray, dark, but it is a dome. It's not like different.
Mm.
Okay.
It's
Go
opaque
ahead.
from the outside, and any color I choose. So, assuming we're surrounded by snow, we're gonna go with snow white as the color.
Okay, fair.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid choice.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
snow-covered environment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys, so I just need probably who's gonna be on watch first and who's gonna be watch on second, right? You guys only need 2 watches if you guys.
No,
want to do
4
people.
or 3. 3
How
for
many hours do
me.
you guys? 3. How many hours do you guys need to sleep in total?
6.
For everyone to get a long rest. Then?
6. So we need 4
Uh,
watches.
I thought everyone.
Usually, you can get by with 3.
Yeah, 3 is minimum.
But I'm saying broken out because like each person, the long rests are 8 hours, right? So I have to do so.
So it's like 3 hours each. So
Mhm.
then everybody gets 6 hours. 6 hours is the minimum amount of sleep.
In D&D,
E.
I thought that was 8 for a long rest.
I'm pretty sure it's 8.
How do we not know this yet?
8 hours,
No.
6 hours of
because we have people
sleep,
that didn't
2
have to
hours
sleep.
of light activity.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like talking years. Okay, perfect. Like standing watch. Okay, perfect. So that's how we're getting through it. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
I'm not just saying it's just you, it's
We
also
should've
me.
known
How do I not know this yet?
Like, you're constantly visual. Like, okay.
So we actually
Yeah.
need 4 watches because 2, 4,
Yeah.
6,
8, yeah.
hours for a long rest.
That's
So
what I
that's
was
4
thinking.
watches. Which,
Okay.
hey, there's 4 of us. It's perfect.
Wow.
All right. Just go ahead and give me who's your order of watches, and then I will skip to the person's watch that something might be occurring on.
I'll go first.
All right.
Perception. Ooh. Oh, I can't do the dark theme because it turns my icons a weird color.
Fair.
Damn it. Son of a biscuit. 20.
Well, I'm sorry. I was going to see the names first because not everyone's going to have something happen
Well,
on their watch. Sorry.
That's okay.
I wanna
I'll go
see.
second then.
All right, and who's third and who's fourth?
I'll go third.
Okay, and then last but not least, I assume would be Ash or you, Skyward.
Skyward go last.
All right. So for Lorna, your watch is fairly uneventful as you guys settle in and start to get some Z's and try to recover from the recent encounter with the bears. Uh, you kind of keep an ear out, and you kind of keep thinking things are moving up and down the stairs, but it's just shadows and the way the wind and the light is getting caught from the moon, and nothing really disturbs you in your watch. You go to rest, and then I believe Anika was next. And Anika, you're about a little bit later in the evening. At this point, you are going to hear later into your watch. You're going to hear the howl of some wolves. Um, it's really really loud. Being out here in the wilderness is a lot different than hearing wolves when you're in a village or in a city perimeter. When you're out in the wilds, even though you do have shelter, um, it feels like they're hunting almost around you within, even though they could be from those howls. Your knowledge about animals, those howls could be coming within a mile. They could be coming within 3 miles. They're it's very real being out here in the wilderness with it. Otherwise, your rest comes to an end with no other major activity or major issues for you. Um, Cronus, as you kind of take over the third watch, and then we're kind of getting through about I'll say like 3-4 a.m. in the morning at this point. Um, You'll continue to keep an eye out. I'm assuming Anika is sharing with you. Oh no, Maki dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Anika shared the wolf stuff, so you're on vigilant watch, looking out for predators or anything else. Um, in the middle of your watch, you'll hear wolves howl again, and it seems a lot more excited. And these howls are definitely coming a lot closer to you. Where Anika, you're kind of like, is that right upon us? Is that bouncing off the other mountains and playing tricks on me? This one's definitely, these wolves are, it sounds like, are on the prowl, and they're in the region. Again, can't pinpoint exactly where these are coming from, but you hear some howling. The way it echoes off the mountains and into this pass, it kind of makes it sound like the wolves are kind of coming from everywhere around you. Um, Otherwise, as you complete your watch, you do see no wolves come upon you and your group. Skyward, you take the last watch, and this you'll kind of see the first light kind of start to peak up. But before first light, um, you also are. I'm sorry. You take over. You see first light. Cronus tells you about the wolves, and at first light though, you haven't seen any disturbance with the wolves at all. But maybe 15 minutes after the break of dawn, you will hear a scream that seems to be coming from, like, echoing off the walls, like it has been traveling a long distance down this pass, and reverberating off the walls. Um, so again, it's hard to gauge how close or how far that scream is, but you do hear a scream kind of outbreak at the end of your watch. Um, it's kind of has softened by the time it reaches your ears, but as you remain vigilant, you you will be awake, or as you're awake, you will pick it up.
So is it like further ahead of us, or is it like up like the mountain?
Up the mountain, kind of.
Up the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's kind of like above us. in a way.
Yes, it's definitely further. It's further ahead of the pass, but the pass leads you up the mountain. So yeah, it's so both.
Both. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. You all come. Or do you wake up the party? Because they won't hear that, being that it was, you know, quite. It has started to dull down by the time it reached your ears, and again, you got it without checks because you're awake. Or what?
Are we like? Do we get full rest, or is this something like happening?
You are at a full rest. Yeah.
All right. In that case,
I'll put you back on that screen where you guys are kind of camping, so you can see a visual like the stairs that you're kind of camping off to the side on.
I shall notify my my comrades of the scream I heard.
All right. And you all are welcome to wake up and rejoin and rub your eyes and.
Excuse me?
Oh, we should probably get going then.
Yeah. I hate the cold. I forgot how much I hate it.
Ah,
And the wind ripping down these
it won't
this
be
past
forever.
isn't the best.
No. No.
I heard the scream coming from this direction.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
Deli Hill.
All right. Anything you want to do, Cronus, before we end it up?
No.
All right.
What's the CR of a horse, by the way?
I don't know. I would assume
It
half.
is.
Like a regular horse or a war horse?
I would say a riding horse.
I want to say half.
It can't be more than half.
It's probably not.
Quarter. A riding horse is a quarter.
Huh.
Which means, let me look at my conjure animals real quick.
No, we're going up a mountain. Do we want donkeys instead?
I want something fast.
Or a ram. I shouldn't give you ideas. Sorry.
I think I'm the only one that can ride a ram.
Yeah.
Sorry. I like to play too.
I think Anika's the only one that could ride a ram.
War horse is half. Panther's a quarter. Don't want reef sharks up here.
I think I'll go with a riding horse. There'll be 8 of those, which out kind of work because 5 of the horses will go to us, and the other 3 can act as bait.
Sacrificial.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
How?
Wait, do summon animals actually exist? Or are they
Yeah, they're
It's
summoned.
like, if you eat them, are they actually being eaten, or do they just
No.
go poof to
No, they
magic
go.
fairy
They go
dust?
foof. They go.
No.
foof.
Like, they're there, but they're not, like, sustaining there. But they're there. You can ride them.
What's the highest CR you can do?
The highest I can do is
2.
I can go up to 5th level. Let's see what 5th level can get me.
Well, I was just thinking dire wolves. For this terrain, might be better. They're CR1.
You can do twice as many at level 5.
I
So you
can
get
only
2 beasts.
summon.
You can summon 4 dire wolves. If you've cast it at 5th level.
But again, that's 5th level, and we don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I only
Okay.
have 1 level slot.
Yeah, no, we're good. Let's do riding horses.
right. You summon eight horses, 3 of them to sacrifice, you cruel, cruel druid, and they all come out.
They'll just disappear back to their plane. They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
So they all appear and they snort and they and they're all ready for you guys to climb on board and head
And they're
on up.
all white, just so you know.
Yeah.
And Nika looks over and is like, can someone help? Please.
You're gonna
Nika
get
has a pony.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Come up to their knees, like,
all white clothing, all white huts, all white horses.
Everything.
You're gonna get the stream canceled.
Oh, but
Would you rather we? No, I'm not gonna go there.
no.
All right, just kidding. All right, so you guys climb aboard your horses and you guys are heading up the pass. You start up the narrow trail. It winds up the steep mountain slope. You notice that it's more of what you've seen so far, where there's jagged rocks and boulders, crude steps made out of stone that have been cut to make the terrain a little bit easier to climb. As you get higher and higher, you notice that the pass is littered with fallen rubble and debris, things that have fallen just due to weather, avalanches, and other things in the environment. You'll also notice that everything is covered with that thick layer of snow and ice, making things hard and difficult to traverse, even with the steps. Your horses are doing well. It's just slightly affecting their progress. As you get further up the hill, though, you'll see that the snow starts to turn into like more of a slush and starts to turn into ice, and these inclines become steeper and steeper and slippery as you get further up. I will go ahead and let me see here. Oh, you know what we didn't do this morning either? I will need, as the cold weather seems to be biting into your skins more and more and the wind whipping through you, I will need constitution saving throws from everyone. Let me wait, hold on. I'm sorry, let me double check that. If it's saving throws or a check. I think it's saving throw.
What does the cold cloak do to those? Or the ice resistance one?
It doesn't do anything. That's just for damage resistance.
Huh.
Where is the weather thing? Weather. Where are Constitution saving throw? Yes. I just need that from everyone. All right, Anika, you're good. Lorna, you're good. Cronus, you're good. Skybor and Ash or Amari.
Looking for Amari's character sheet. Okay.
Oh, Skybor, you're good too. I'm sorry, I didn't see yours at the top. That piece definitely good. All right, so the weather has not gotten to you, but as you guys are making your way, you'll start to see where the pass kind of opens up, and you look down, and you see how high you've actually made it through this mountain upon your horses. It kind of has a little slippery slope, and there's not a whole lot keeping you guys on the path besides your sure footing. As you guys slosh and this slush kind of makes it harder and harder to traverse, you will see that your horse's footings are starting to struggle as you climb. They try to use their brute strength to kind of leap forward and climb forward, but that makes it worse, causing them to lose footing. I do need a dexterity saving throw from, I guess, the horses.
Okay. What's a horse?
Horses.
Not great.
Not great.
No,
I'm sure.
A straight roll. Okay. So
Yep.
D20.
Mhm.
Right.
All 8.
Yep.
Well, all 5 of them, at least that you guys are riding,
Okay.
and then just one for the one that are not being ridden.
Oh
We
no.
lost one.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. How many was that?
That's 5.
So 5. One more.
And we'll go alphabetical for the order.
Oh
We
no.
lost 2.
Oh no.
Well,
Sacrifices
I'm
must be
fine.
made.
Let's see here.
Wait, is that Lorna's horse? That
It's
we
Lorna's
put in?
horse.
I'm going in alphabetical. So
Yeah.
Anika,
Cronus.
which is 14. Okay, your horse starts to slip. Let me get everyone figured out who's included, who's not included first. So Anika, the next person would be Cronus. Cronus, you're okay. The next person would be Captain Cronus.
Actually, wouldn't it be Amari?
I think Amari
You are right. It is Amari.
actually goes before me.
Oh
AM.
shoot, you're right. So, okay, shoot, you're right. Okay, right. Let me get my notebook now. My little piece of paper. um, sorry. I know this should be easy, but all right. So Amari is slipping. Anika, you are good because you have a 19. Um. Also, you guys don't. Oh, sorry. These are straight rolls. All right. Then the next person is Cronus with a 3. So Cronus, you're not doing too hot, brother.
Yep.
The and then it goes Lorna and then Skyboard. So Lorna, you're not doing
Oh.
too hot either,
Oh.
unless I'm missing it. Okay. Um. Okay. So that was Amari, Cronus, and Lorna. Okay. So Nika and Skyward, your horses are. Oh wait, and then what was the one you rolled for the for the other horses? A 5. Okay. And that was 3 extra horses, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So about 5 of these horses are struggling to make it up this difficult terrain, and in doing so, they're going to actually fall to their knees and like scramble trying to get back up. But eventually, it's going to buck all 3 of you off the horses. So you're going to take it was like just from the fall section. You guys take 3 points of bludgeoning damage just falling from the horses onto the hard ground.
Quick,
But then,
rage while you fall.
And then, but as you fall to the ground, it doesn't just stop there. You start sliding down, and the horses are kind of sliding right behind you, and they're trying to hoof their way into anything and kind of get purchased. But they looks like they're going to the edge of the cliff with you. Go ahead and give me just go ahead and give me 2 dex saves, Howard, for the horses. Or I'm sorry, I'll do 3 for the ones you're riding. So just go ahead and give me 3 dex saves for the horses, but I'll need a dex save from Cronus, Amari, and Lorna to see if they can catch themselves before they go further down this slope and off over the edge.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh no.
His poor horses are dead.
And can you give me 1 more for the 3 bad ones too? Or Howard, sorry. The 3 spare ones, not the bad ones.
Yeah, you know, the
Spare.
bad horses.
Yeah.
The duds that nobody wanted.
We tested each of them and we found the 5 best ones.
Oh, Amari needs to make a save. Is that right?
Yes. Amari, Cronus, and Lorna. So,
Does danger sense apply here?
Oh man, that's
You can see it.
I mean, that's true.
that's a relevant advantage. Anyway, Amari got 11.
does it apply to non-traps, like just terrain?
Yeah, it
I
just
think
says anything
you
you can see, right?
Traps.
On effects that you can see. It is up to you how you would like to interpret.
You can see. It is specifically about dexterity saving throws, and you can clearly see that this is difficult terrain, and a dangerous situation. So yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage then.
Cool.
Oh boy, it's just the dice wants you to fall off this cliff, Lorna.
Okay.
Amari, you are good. Okay. Or no, I'm sorry. Amari is not good. All
Or
right.
broke his leg.
Like,
without
oh wait,
leg.
let me take that back.
Okay, so who passed? Cronus did. Okay. All right, Cronus, you take the hooks that you have, and you're easily able to like correct your sliding trajectory down the cliff as you quickly think fast and you dig the hooks of your blades into the ice. You will see the horses that are that you and your comrades that were riding previously still struggling to kind of grab anything, and they look like they're going further down. Luckily, the one that you were riding is going to slide right past you, but it looks like it's heading straight towards Lorna and Amari, who are a little bit further down the hillside than you. You will actually see these horses kind of as they hit to the edge, hit Lorna and Amari, giving them very little chance to grab on or perch or anything. Uh, uh, so Lorna and Amari, you guys have been kind of the horses kind of slide into you, and you and the three horses start to fall over this cliff. Um, what does everyone want to do? Including you, Lorna. And Amari.
They're falling
Besides
off of
They're-
it.
Besides,
So they're falling off a cliff.
Great.
Okay.
So we're paint us a picture. Is it like a cliffside, like it will lead us to our doom, or is it like a huge step sort of thing?
no, yeah, it's like a step in the mountain. It's not gonna take you to like 5,000 feet. Let me double check that.
See what Amari got.
I got something.
I mean, I have an idea as well, but mine's probably
Yeah.
a dumb idea. But
Mine involves very little risk.
Yeah, I would.
Uh,
It's over 150 feet drop.
great.
Yeah.
150 feet.
Mhm.
Oh,
So,
it's survivable.
Great.
Deadly.
It's survivable
Maybe.
for Lorna.
Yeah. Are you
I'm
trying to
gonna-
kill off
I'm gonna catch 'em.
Amari?
That's why I didn't want to tell you guys. Like, hey, you got this shit.
I mean, okay.
Catch up, slowpoke.
I'm gonna catch them and place them back on the steps.
With
Bigby's hand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a limit to how much it can carry, capacity wise, or weight wise?
Its
has
strength
a
score is real
six.
high. I can't read the spell like that. 1 second.
It says it has a strength of 26.
Yeah, and I don't think either of them weigh more than what
Yeah,
that
but-
carrying capacity would be.
Yeah, I think that it'd be fine. Let me do a little check. I'm not. 26, 306 pounds or less.
Low.
Oh, that's light load though, heavy load. So it could carry up to 614 to 920. It might struggle, but it could definitely do it. So, Amari.
I mean,
I'm
it
not
can
sure how
grapple a
heavy-
huge or smaller creature, so them combined is, I think, less than a huge creature.
Not quite certain it works that way, but I kind of envision like they're sitting on the palm of Bigby's hand, not so much that
Mm-hmm.
he's grasping them. Yes, he could carry, but or reach out and. The problem is that they're not two small creatures. Is where I'm kind of struggling with this.
Amari is going
Right.
to cat's claw and try to like grab onto the ground.
Yeah, that was kind of his extra dexterity saving throw was for to give him a chance to grab on before falling off the cliff.
With climbing speed.
What's
So
that?
actually,
The climbing speed.
so real quick, like the my dragon call gauntlets, like they have like the spikes on the sides. Would you allow me to slide down and catch myself with that and try to catch one of them?
And if Lorna also dug her sword into the side at the same time as he was catching her?
No, the second dexterity saving throw was to see if you could react quick enough to take another chance at saving yourself from falling off the cliff.
Oh.
So basically, like you were trying to do that. Imagine, like Lorna, that like that's your solution. That's what you were trying to do, but you just
Oh,
couldn't get
okay.
the motor skills in time to get the sword over your shoulder, into the ice, all that stuff before especially when the horses started colliding into you and Amari.
I got
Okay,
a
Um,
okay.
crazy idea.
I, I, well, if Amika's casting that spell, I was just
Mm-hmm.
trying to think about it real quick, and I'm gonna say yes for now because they meet the strength require or the carrying capacity requirement, but I want to do some reading on that. Or wait, does it say what the dimensions of the hand is? Is it 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet?
No, it's larger, I believe. It's large, so it's 10 by 10.
It's a 10 by 10, and you guys are medium creatures, which ought to be a 5 by 5. Um,
I mean, it can grapple huge, so I would imagine it could carry whatever below is that. So 2 medium would be fine, yeah? Size-wise?
yeah, I think if we're just talking about carrying capacity and stuff, but they're two separate objects, which is not exactly the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna allow that. The only thing I'm considering maybe in the future is maybe a medium and a small creature, not two medium creatures, but I don't have any reason not to allow that. The rules don't describe it, and I'm not gonna penalize you for ambiguity in the rules. I'll think about that. I just might change that in the future. So don't don't take this as Bible long term. Won't let me think about this further, but it makes sense on how you're trying to use it right now. So go for it.
Then I do that.
Okay. Lorna, you fall into this spectral hand along with Amari as you free fall about 10 to 20 feet before this thing appears below you.
She is clinging onto it. She does not fly. She does not fall.
You do
Curtis,
fly. You got winged boots.
No?
You don't have Skyboard's boots?
No?
Yeah, you do.
Someone has Skyward
No,
boots.
I
I
don't.
think you do.
I
you
don't.
do.
I don't.
You inherit it from.
Weren't you inherited them from the will?
No.
Yes.
You
it's in the
sure?
will.
By Skyboard, we also mean Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph did leave you the.
Yeah, to Red, I leave my boots
Oh my
I know
god,
what it's like
they're not
not
in my fucking...
to reach those pesky flyers.
Well, she's clearly not attuned to. Or wait, that doesn't require attunement, does it?
No.
Don't they?
Lorna, if you died with those in your backpack, oh, that would have been just
Yeah,
not
okay.
right.
Anika still catches. Like,
So you see Bigby's hand floating up over the edge of the cliff, and you will see Lorna and Amari on its palm. I assume you raise the hand to a safer spot where you guys can climb.
mm-hmm.
The only other thing, actually, I forgot to check on the horses. I think only one passed, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. One
Like
passed.
after, if I can, I'll try and save them, but like the...
Yeah, so you've lost all but one of those horses. So there was, wait, how many went down? 3, 6. So you have one horse back out of those 6 that went over the edge.
Well, they were definitely sacrificed.
And they are attunement.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yep.
Which ones are? The boots?
The boots.
Okay. Did you want to, before we proceed further, did you want to determine what you want to do with those boots, Lorna? Or
You know...
keep them in your bag for now?
No, she's gonna attune to them real quick. She's
All right.
not attuned
It
to
will
the amulet anymore.
A short rest, right?
Wait,
Yeah,
isn't
okay,
the
she'll
amulet
wait.
the key?
No, those are the bracers. The amulet
Oh,
of the
right.
proof against detection is she's not attuned to that
Oh, right.
because
I
she's
think we
not.
took care of those.
Yeah, I think so.
If not, they're
I hope so.
a problem for later.
Yeah,
What's that? The hags?
yeah.
Mhm.
They're on the first continents for the most part. It's the most of your experience with the hags right now.
Yeah, problem for later.
Yeah.
Take the amulet off, and all of a sudden, we found you, my dear.
Right. Take her over, slaughter everybody in the night.
All right, so you guys recover. You're down a horse, so this will slow your approach, or I guess you guys could share. There's only who's all without. You have 4 horses, so if someone gets a horse back, and there's only 2 people without a horse, then at that point,
I mean,
so
there's
you can
4
ride double
horses.
rider.
Someone can ride with me. I am small.
That's true. But
Yes.
you're on a pony, so no one's allowed to share with Anika. You guys specifically said she's on a pony. All right, so you guys, there's enough horses and for you guys to make it up, maybe at not the speed you were going before. But you guys continue to make your way up this pass in the direction to the top of the mountain where you heard the screams come from. As you guys are riding, who's in first? Who's leading the group on horse and riding up the mountain pass?
Nah.
I'll do it.
That's always a precarious way to ask a question.
Yeah.
So who's fucking up? No. All right. So Skybor, you're riding up the mountain pass on horse, and making the whole rapid hose. I can't do that with my mouth right now. Up the mountain pass. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Skybor.
Very well. Job. 20.
A 20. Okay. You keep you continue to make pace, and you catch something out of the corner of your eye as you start to cross over a weird part of the path that the snow seems to have been disturbed, or it's not the same as the rest of the snow. And as soon as your horse starts to go across into that path, you trigger what seems to be a trap. I will need a dexterity saving throw from you and your group that are riding alongside you.
I rolled a 20, and I still didn't see it. All right, 22.
All right. And I need a dexterity save throw for the others as well that are riding with you.
Is it advantage? A thing that I can see?
Do a perception check, Lorna, because this was a hidden trap that Skywar missed. So no, you don't get it because you can't see the trap.
Cool. This is fine, you guys.
Come on, Amari. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Wow. Cool. Well, guys, it was fun while it lasted. There was only
Nice
one
knowing you.
survivor.
Yeah.
Lorna. And who went? So wait. Oh, that was your perception. Sorry. So right. I think someone's. I don't. Oh, there's Nika's, Cronus's, Amari. No,
never
everyone
mind.
just did really well except for Lorna.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
it's fine.
trap, as you ride over this, you do catch out the corner the last second as the track springs, and Skybor, you, Anika, or everyone else but Lorna are able to react enough to kind of abandon your horses essentially to kind of get away from this trap. As this big netting starts to kind of wrap around and tie up Lorna and the horses, and has her kind of raised above this pass. As she kind of gets whipped up and it's kind of springing, she's about 20 feet above your guys' head on this pass with the horses in the net as well. As it's kind of springing, as it kind of the trap comes to life, you will see that there are other things attached to the vine, such as sticks, rocks, and other kind of hollow logs, and they are clanging together, making all sorts of noise as they kind of bounce into one another as this trap's kind of spring.
Looks like we're gonna have company soon.
Lorna, why didn't you jump off your horse?
I didn't know.
Should I set the rope on fire?
I
may
don't
do
know.
what you like.
I mean, I can't cut it down. Can somebody cut it down?
I will cut it down. She'll
Okay.
try and scoot out from underneath the horse and get her hand axe out and just start cutting the rope.
I'm gonna hide.
Okay. You start cutting, and I assume you're getting to the, where are you cutting it from? The bottom, the top, the side?
Probably the side.
Okay. You start to cut off the side of the net, and it starts to, the weight of the horses and you all in this tight net, it starts to pull it. As soon as there starts to be a cut and tear in the netting, it starts to kind of rip almost like a bag of potatoes. But because you chose to decide how cut it from the side, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Amari is going to spend
Oh
the next minute hide in plain sight.
And Nika's just gonna bury myself in some snow.
So you, as the net kind of rips apart real quick from all the weight of the horses pulling, and you cutting through. A little faster than you expected, Lorna. You had hoped to maybe hold on to the net so you could have fell on top of the horses, but with the net ripping up away from you faster than expected, you kind of lose your holding and tumble down with the horses.
Oh, great.
To the floor, taking some bludgeoning damage from the horses as well as from the fall. What is it for fall damage per 10 feet? It's only 2 or 20
A
feet.
D6.
So a D6. So let me just do.
It's gonna be a 6. I know
it. He's got to roll 2 of them.
You'll take 3. You'll take 13 points of bludgeoning damage from the horse and the fall.
Great.
The fall and the horses falling into you. But you are free once again. The horses are startled and they're starting to say this whoever summoned them is not a good guy. But they're all riled up, and you see some of them get up, and they look like they're definitely startled, and they start to kind of do that wide-eyed thing where they're kind of raising their hooves and getting on their back legs and kicking, and some of them are trying to, get around you, those that are still standing, to like run past you and get away from your group. They seem extremely startled and on the verge of fleeing from your group.
Can I try and settle the horses?
Absolutely, you may.
Ooh.
Go ahead, let me know what you're trying, and
so, because, okay, would it be a charisma check?
You do what?
Try and settle the horses, or animal handling.
I think animal handling is a charisma check, isn't it?
I don't know.
No. Wisdom.
It's what?
Wisdom. I tried. Okay.
Yeah, this would be animal handling.
Oh!
That's weird. I thought, to be honest, that was the same stat, but
no.
Maybe that's Pathfinder.
Druids.
Yeah, that's true.
It's too bad that these are Fae and not beasts. I'm kidding.
Okay, Lorna, you were able to settle one of the horses that was trying to. Well, wait a minute. You fell out of the net. I wonder if that makes sense. Yeah, you were able to settle one of the horses, and the others are still kind of startled. The others are welcome to try to settle down 3 of the other horses. If you all would like to make animal handling checks as well.
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do kind of the group average. So just go ahead and let everyone roll, and I'm gonna figure out the success of the group. The group is overall successful in calming the nerves of these horses and bringing them back into your control.
Can I check around us to see if anything's coming in the snow? Since all the noise traps.
Go ahead, do investigation for me.
Investigation or perception?
Uh, let's do your investigating, or I'm sorry, are you trying to listen for people coming, or are you trying to investigate other things in the area?
I'm trying to look and listen for people coming.
Okay. Go ahead and do perception.
13.
13. Okay. Nothing at this time, but well, trying to think what you would notice. Anika, you start to listen and look around for things that might be spooked or alarmed by the alarm bells of the trap. And as you study around the area, you're gonna you are gonna see in the immediate area uh, a place where there's some remaining camp behind. You'll find logs that have or wood that has been charcoaled and burnt, but not all the way through from a campfire that was not too long ago. Um, and you are also going to notice that there are some underneath the snow because it's constantly snowing in this region. You'll notice that there's a little bit of or a little bit of clothing made out of fur and leather sticking out from the snow. Upon seeing that, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Sure.
Okay. You do go over there and obviously poke around. It doesn't seem of crazy importance, but you do look at since you are finding someone that wears this kind of material. You take a quick glance at it. You don't gain much from it besides the fact that you're fairly confident that this belongs to the people you're hunting after, as there's blood on the fabric. And that's all you have or all you see for right now. As you wrap up your investigation, looking around the area, though, all of you are going to hear in the distance a piercing roar that echoes through this pass and off the cliffs and mountainsides. It does seem like something is alarmed or alerted. I'm sorry, alerted by the alarms that have gone off. But it's really hard to gauge where that roar is coming from, and with how it bounces off all these cliff faces and mountainsides.
Hey, guys? I think we found the camp of the Honey Marin.
Uh-huh.
I just hold up the bloody leather fur thing.
Oh, great.
We should probably leave before whatever that is finds us.
Yes, I agree. Let's, tally-ho?
It
One
could
other
be
thing,
one
I'm
of those Yetis.
I left out. You will notice that there are 2 bedrolls here, not one.
Oh. Either she has a friend or we found someone else's camp.
You think she befriended a Yeti?
No, the bedroll seems the wrong size.
I was gonna say, I don't think Yetis need bedrolls.
Do you know a Yeti?
I do know a hairless one.
Does it have scales instead?
Yep.
All right.
It's fine.
So what would you guys like to do? You guys can do whatever you like to do.
Hey, Skyward, can you tell which way they went? Or is up the only way?
Sure, I will check for tracks.
I mean, you guys, there's really the pass is going up one way. It doesn't.
I check for tracks.
I think he checks for tracks.
You see large footprints. You'll see a few smaller footprints that are almost buried in snow, but eventually you'll see that there is some blood in the snow, as well as very large footprints walking away from here, further up the steps.
These are very large feet. A very big foot.
Maybe he has snow cones.
One might say it's a Yeti.
Now, how sure are you? Are you like 100% sure it's a Yeti, or like?
If a Yeti is like a Sasquatch, it's a Yeti.
Okay. Shall we?
Excuse me. All right.
Tally ho then.
How many horses
Mhm.
do we got left?
How many what?
How many horses do we have
4?
left?
4.
4.
Yep.
Alright.
So forward march.
Mhm.
Are how are you guys approaching the second part of this mountain pass? Slow and steady, fast and like the wind bullseye.
Do we know how the trap was triggered? Like, hey, Skyboard,
Mhm.
did you like hit a rope or something?
Oh.
Yeah, essentially he triggered something that was buried in the snow with his hooves as it dragged across it. So the best to your best guess, the Skywar's best guess, some kind of trip line.
Because, I mean, we can either try and find them or, and I cast Mage Hand, we could trip them.
Trip all the traps.
I can get this 30 feet ahead of us.
I don't
Or
see
we
nothing wrong
can
with that.
hope we don't hit any. All right.
Let's.
Gonna-
Yeah.
Have a magic hand out in front of us, just sweeping along the ground.
Okay. You do so, and you let it travel about 30 feet in front of you. You guys are going up the pass, higher up into the mountain, and it does trigger off a few more traps as you guys make your way. Again, sending more kind of alarms up to the like sticks and stones that are clanging together. As you guys are riding your horses this way and setting off these alarms, and you guys are making your way forward, I will need a who's going. Are you still going? Well, I guess all of you have a chance to see this. Go ahead, everyone, give me a perception check.
Like, I would have to be near the front, at the front.
Gotcha. Well,
That's
this
whoever I'm sharing a horse with.
for different reasons. You guys all can see this. It's not so much who's in front. It's more about who can look up. As Laura and Anika and Skywar and yeah, look up as you guys are riding and making progress and triggering these snaps, you'll see 4 white winter wolves running along the peaks and jumping from cliffside or from jumping from point to point alongside as you guys ride. And you'll see as you guys get a little closer to this pass, a Yeti at the very top, and he seems to be shoving against this massive snow-covered rock. And as soon as he pushes it off the edge, it starts to ping pong and clang into the sides of the hall, the pass that you guys are running underneath, and starts to come closer and closer. I need dexterity saving throws from everyone. Advantage to those that saw it ahead of time.
I say Anika would call out, up above. Not that it does anything, but still.
God damn it.
Dude, it is not your knife
It's
on deck.
not. I used
Laura's
all.
You know what it is?
What?
It's the boot.
It's the boots.
That
They're
explains
making you pay for not
Oh.
using them.
My god. I am burning these boots.
No, you need to wear them, and the curse will be lifted.
No, it's clearly not working.
No. The whole reason is that Josul had all those terrible rolls is because he had those boots.
No.
But he
I
was wearing
know.
them. They're in her bag.
No, she's
Yeah, but
wearing them.
She still has them.
This is all Josel's work from the grave.
I thought
bring one of these
Joseph
fuckers
liked
with me.
me. I thought we were
Okay.
friends. We worked out together. God God damn it,
Excuse me.
Josel.
All right. All right. So the rocks start to collide and crash down the face of this mountain, and it will land. And let's see here. One, two. Okay. And as it falls, you guys all react to try to avoid the damage or avoid the falling rocks. This does force some of you to stay on the opposite side of the rock, while others get to the other side. So, on one side of this rubble and rock that has fallen in this pass, about the I'm sorry, the rubble and rock that fill this pass now is about 15 feet, or no, 20 feet tall, and uh, Anika and Skybor. Let me double check. Skywar, you saw it ahead of time, right?
Yep.
So Anika, Skywar, and Amari, you guys are all on the one side of the boulder, while Lorna and Cronus, you guys are on the other side. Lorna, you really didn't do well on that dexterity saving throw, so you will take a
Yeah.
little bit. I'm gonna roll damage for everyone. The successful ones are, well, let me think this through. No, it really wasn't meant to do that, so you guys saved on going separate ways, but here is the. And it's a couple boulders, so it will not feel good, though, Lorna. You've been a trooper tonight.
Great.
2d10. Oh, that's not good. Okay, it took a long time to roll 2d10. I was like, uh-oh. So you take another 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
As you and Cronus are on the other side. Above, you see the wolves kind of now are are running further until they go out of view. The Yeti is his massive size, and it's almost as if he's walking down these cliff sides, as he can handle these super steep slopes that are otherwise non-traversable to normal folk. As he starts to, as you can see, each weight of his foot step into the snow and the earth as he walks towards you, and he will jump down before. Let's see here. Anika, oh sorry, Lorna and Cronus. With minutes later, you'll hear howling coming from the hall, a pass in front of you. Skywar, Anika, and Amari. So let me get you guys to a battle map. You know what? I wasn't sure if this was going to happen here or if it was going to happen elsewhere, so I don't have. This will work. This will be nice. I don't have a boulder prepared. Let me get one, or I can find one really easy. And let me get you all separated here. So Lorna and Cronus are down here. Anika and Skywar are up here. And Mari. Who got Mari? Mari right there. Lorna, is your health updated? Because for some reason it's not.
150.
It's not right on this sheet or on this page.
I'll fix it when we get there.
Let you fix that. Let me get token later.
It's just like the waterfall part of the Fantasia.
What's that?
Cronus and Lorna being alone together.
It's
Okay.
fine. They won't abandon the party to go do things yet.
I'm not gonna jump overboard and
No.
just trying to get a rock, guys. That's all I'm looking for. Boulder. Boulder. It shouldn't be that hard. It's not perfect, but it's due for fast. Oh, what did I do wrong?
You just draw circles.
Yeah, You know what? Where were you 5 minutes ago? Pair Skyward.
I mean,
Just kidding.
there are
Alright.
things. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, put you there, put you here. And let's get you guys over here. And go ahead and let me clear initiative, remove all turns, clear. Could you all go ahead and roll for initiative as you guys find yourselves between a rock and a hard place.
Oh no.
I cannot click on Amari.
Oh shoot. Okay. What did I do wrong?
You must not
Does
have
not bode
saved it.
well with you, Lorna.
Hmm?
This does not bode well with you. Your rolls tonight.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this fight. Usually I am, but now I'm like, Lorna's gonna die tonight.
This
Like,
is what regular
"Ah,
people feel
shit."
like.
Yeah. What is this normal people shit?
What is this bullshit?
Right? Where has my
16
strength
AC for
gone?
Amari, right?
Your
So what?
strength's fine.
16
Everything
AC for Amari.
I don't know.
Okay.
The character sheet just went off on me, so let me pull it out again.
There you go. That should work for you now, the token. Let me know if it doesn't.
There it goes. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Oh, Mari.
Let me go ahead and get these guys initiative.
This is a very whimsical battle music.
Thank you for the reminder. Yup.
Yes, this is very travel music. Like, oh, those aren't wolves, they're puppies.
Yeah.
That Yeti's just wants to be a friend.
It seems
Yeah, he's wanting to know if you have
Uh-huh.
snow cones or not.
music changes everything.
It does.
That's funny. All right, so let me get their initiative up there. So the Yeti, and then the wolf. All right, bloop and bloop, and that's gonna start us off with you, Cronus, and Lorna on the other side of the rocks. Well, not both. You know.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I'll start off with kind of like running and sliding behind this dude here.
Okay.
Uh,
It's very easy to do. In the slippery snow, you do so.
bonus action, I'm going to rage before I forget. And then I will do 2 attacks on him.
Oops, sorry. Put that back up there. 24, 27, and okay, I believe those both hit. Yeah, those both hit.
Oh. Supposed to have rage on it. What is that, 2?
Yeah.
So 4 more.
Okay, so 11 and 13 or 24,
28.
26,
Oh.
right?
10, 11, 24,
26,
28.
28.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did +2, not +4. All right.
And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and try to do stunning strike on him.
All right, go for it.
So, con save.
Con save. I'm sorry. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. 16 is the DC, right? Or
17.
17. Ah, you bastard. Did that just go up?
The last level up it did. Yeah.
Nice. All right. All right. So he is stunned until the end of your next turn, I believe, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, thank you, Cronus, for shutting this down. Um, anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
It's a little scouting party. All right, Josul, what would you like to do, sir?
Well, I would like to be called Skyboar,
Or
and
Skyfall?
It's like, well, first off,
Why does it keep adding you like that?
I don't know. It should have been saved as a Skyboar.
I know it. I see it. Your nameplate says Josul, but your your character says Skyboard, but your nameplate for your token says Josul model.
Right,
You might
and it
need
needs
to
be
reassociate
saved.
the tag.
There you go. It should look right now.
Let me see. I want to create a barrier between us and those wolves. Trying, pretty sure wind wall does damage, don't it? Yeah,
No.
3d8.
Oh,
Yep.
my bad.
Okay. Sure. I'm going to put wind wall between us and the wolves.
Sure.
If it will. Fine, we'll do that. I want to cast it at Can't upcast it, can I?
No.
Shit, that sucks. Alright, I'll just leave it at 3 then. Whatever.
You mean at 3. What does that mean?
That's the
So I'm going to have a wall
level.
right here
Yeah.
of wind. And then against my better judgment, I'm going to step up right here to try to keep them from getting past. And that is turn. It's also concentration, so I need to put a token up to make it concentration.
All right. Let's see here. So, wall strong. You make the wall to be long.
So, like, how much snow gets kicked up?
That's a great point. Oh, wait, he saw it. So they could pass through it, but they take 3d8 damage if they pass through it.
Yeah.
Strength save, yeah.
But I'm going to try to be right up on it so that they can't necessarily get. The idea is to have them take damage as they try to stay by the wall. I am trying to encourage them to stay away.
All right. So what's their intelligence?
Werewolves are pretty smart.
Yeah, they're not dumb. So this guy's gonna halt in his tracks as this wall of wind appears out of nowhere, blowing the snow in the area very fiercely. So you're feeling that sting of that ice hit your cheeks and your eyes a little bit, forcing your eyes to cry a little bit. Standing this close to the wind or wall wind, Skywar. The wolves are not dumb though, so they approach it and they stop because they're trying to see if there's any other way around it. Can you guys see on the other side of that wall when that's open?
Yeah.
So you can't see through the wall. Okay.
Well, no, we can. It doesn't say anything about obscuring vision.
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna hear these wolves kind of howl and bark, and you'll see them still kind of snarling at teeth and like snipping at Josul, but they're trying to obviously figure a way to get through this this wall of wind that's raging before them. Let's see here. You'll see that some of them will go back the way they came with the mountain, and it looks like they're trying to find a way to scale this ridge. It will take a lot of time, being that will definitely be considered difficult terrain. So but they're familiar with it, so they're going to try their best while these guys try to follow suit a little bit. You'll see this one kind of approach the wall wind while his pack kind of circles around, and he's just looking right at you, Skyward, like licking at his lips and showing his teeth as he kind of prepares his action for anything or anyone to pass through this wall besides him. Why do I keep shutting down initiative? I don't know. That's their turn with one of them holding their action. Anika Sweettooth, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna step up a little bit and kind of. Can I see where these two went?
Oh, definitely. You can see that these wolves are like kind of leaping and hopping. They're kind of like mountain goats right now, trying to find a way to traverse this ridge line.
All right.
They obviously went the easier way to get to the pass, and then you guys just said nope.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast our favorite spell because they should all be within range of it.
No, that's no one's favorite spell.
I don't know. You
Fuck.
seem to like it when we used it on us.
All right.
Wisdom saves, please.
Okay. Oh wait, that's an abominable yeti.
Because if we're playing nice with the wolves, I'd rather not hurt them.
So that's a fail.
Yeah,
Fail.
they all fail.
All right, that one passes.
Wait, there's a fifth one?
No, I did a yeti on the first one on accident instead of the wolves.
One passes.
All right. So these guys are all slowed. All the guys on the difficult terrain already. Nika, you're a clever one.
I try.
Okay. This guy is
then this one
not on the
seems
ridge
normal.
yet, but this one at the front of the wind wall still seems normal. Yep.
Yep. So I'll tell the other two. The one staring you down is not slow.
Okay.
And then I'll turn to Joseph and just go, don't die? Do you get inspiration? Skyboard, don't die.
Skyboard.
guess.
We gotta do like an exercise at the beginning of every session and just say Skyboard a million times.
Anyway, you have bardic inspiration.
All right.
And then that'll be all for now.
All right. Meanwhile, on the other side of the rocks, Lorna, what would you like to do?
Lorna would like to rage, as per usual. That's bless, that's not rage. Yeah, she is going to rage, run up, flank, but would it be here or like over here?
I mean, right now it doesn't matter because he's.
It doesn't matter. Fuck it. Great Weapon Master 2 times.
Go for it.
21
That's
and a
hit,
20.
And they hit.
There you
for
go.
A lot.
54,
7, 24, 23,
23,
9. Oh, 63
40,
damage.
63 damage.
Damn.
All right.
Yes.
Anything else with your turn?
Nah, that's her turn.
By the way, it is very bloodied.
Okay.
But ferocious. Almost
Yes.
like in a rage-like state himself. All right, Amari. What would Amari like to do?
Amari's going to scoot over this way. Does he have a clear shot at this one over here?
He has a clear shot on all the wolves on the ridge. That's the risk of taking that path. So he's got a clear shot on 2 of those.
Cool. Okay, sounds cool.
That's without going through the wind wall, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Because they've climbed. They kind of went over and they're climbing up the ridge above this pass at this point.
Fair enough.
so I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on the first one. This guy right here.
Okay.
And he's going to longbow fire. Yeah.
Okay. And you let me think. This would be daylight, so you can add +1 to those arrows as well.
All right.
Alright.
So it takes 14 plus. Oh man.
16
Takes,
though,
it-
right?
Yeah, 16 damage.
16. Okay.
All right, he's going to fire again.
Did you do cosmic damage for him as well?
He doesn't have a.
That's what
Oh.
the D6 was for, right?
No.
Everyone in your
D6
party
is the Hunter's
gets,
Mark.
does 1d6 damage without a like Cronus does 1d6 cosmic damage. I think
Oh,
everyone else. Yeah,
Oh,
I
in
think
that case,
all.
maybe- Oh my god!
Wow.
So,
So 16.
no, it's 14, 15, 16 damage. No, 14, 15, 16, 17 because of the
Cosmic?
daylight
one.
thing.
Okay.
And takes an additional 15 plus 6. So, yeah, 21.
Plus an extra 1 for daylight.
Oh, right. Yeah, 22.
22 plus 17, right?
Yes.
All right.
And that is turn.
All right. Brings us to the Abominable Yeti.
Who
It's
is
stunned.
incapacitated and stunned.
Stunned. And he can't do anything at the end of your turn, can he?
Nope.
I just want to make sure he doesn't have anything passive. Quick.
He farts.
Nope, he does not have anything passive. Some of them have like a frightening presence kind of thing. I was just make sure that wasn't a thing here. So, you're that ends his turn, bringing us back to you, Cronus.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start wailing on them. Get rid of this thing so we can go help out on the other side. Oh shit, this one's supposed to be at an advantage.
Okay.
So 27.
That hits for 20.
$19 hit.
Uh, 19. That does hit.
Okay, so 14 more.
Okay.
And then just my one unarmed attack. So 21 for 17 more.
Okay.
And then how's this thing looking? Pretty bad.
Hold on. For 17 more, you said?
Yep.
As it starts to stagger as the last blow and falls down, spraying the snow against your face. But the beast releases a little guttural moan as it falls into the snow and is unconscious and dead before you.
Right. And then run up to here. How tall is the rocks right here?
They're 20 feet tall, so they can be climbed. But I will use your movement speed, obviously, to climb. You don't need a ladder because there are clear footholds and stuff like that to pull yourself up. It's not a smooth surface, so especially for a monk, you will be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
It'll
just go
require
ahead and...
20 feet up and then obviously 20 feet down unless you decide to like leap off or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll just jump off. But I have 25 feet of movement left. So is it difficult terrain to get up, or is it just normal speed?
Can't you run
Climbing?
up surfaces?
I can run up straight surfaces, yeah.
How does climbing? Is climbing always treated as difficult terrain, like half your movement? Is that how
If
they-
you don't have a climbing speed usually, but he can run up walls.
Go ahead because you have run up walls ability.
But monks at a certain level become bullshit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't gotten a key, to be honest. I'm just trying to find a way to kill Cronus after all these years.
How dare you?
You missed the chance.
Yeah, see, I you know,
You could have got me the very
told
first.
Lorna I was gonna get you another story arc here somewhere.
Oh,
You had
no!
a chance to kill me the very first session. Just saying.
Fair enough.
All right. Yep.
Right.
That I actually run out of space on the top of the rock. So
Okay. Skyboy, what would
King
you
of the
do?
rock.
I have lots of concentration spells. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Druids, man.
I will thorn whip the winter wolf.
Pull it towards you.
I don't want to use infestation because it might encourage it to go through the wall, take the damage, and be in here with us. So I'm just going to thorn whip them and not pull them in.
Can you opt to not pull it towards you?
Yeah. Why isn't it clicking? Whatever.
All good. All good.
Uh,
let's see.
Hang on. I need to do spell attack. Hang on. Let me try this. Terror whip. Nope. There it is. Thorn whip. There we go.
All right. For 10 points of damage. How does that get affected though? Through the wall of wind. How does that affect an attack?
Unless it's like a normal projectile, it doesn't.
Yeah, this is melee.
Yeah.
Melee
It
with
is.
reach.
So
You
it's like
can-
designed to stop arrows and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're using a weapon though, so it's a little different than him because he's got reach, but obviously he's reaching in with his paws or his mouth, so that would hurt him. Unlike a weapon. Got me again, Skyward. All right, go ahead. So that hits for 10 points.
And that is my turn.
All right. This one. See.
Oh, I need to mark Amari that he's concentrating.
All concentrating.
Okay, what do we got here? Movement speed is 50.
This is a very weird song.
Sounds like we're trying to do a murder mystery.
It does.
Does have.
Or something's chasing us.
I mean, we are being chased by wolves.
All right.
Yeah,
Are we
this is
or are we
like-
chasing them now?
That's fair. This is like stuck in a house with Mike Myers chasing us type thing. Or
Alright.
Michael Myers, I guess.
This wolf.
Yeah, that would be a completely different movie. If it was-
It would be.
Gonna move closer.
Just Shrek chasing you.
If it's gonna take the D6, you might as well just pass through the walls.
All right, go ahead and make a. I think it's a strength save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought he could just pass it. He has to pass through the wall.
No, for the damage.
Oh, I thought he just took that inherently.
Mm.
No,
Okay.
you fail.
Okay. So I take 3d6, right?
I think it's 3/8 D8. Hang on, let me. It
I
is
just roll
3D8.
3d8. Okay.
3D8 bludgeoning.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, not bad.
Well, okay. This wolf situation. Okay. You'll notice, unlike the other wolves in the pack, this. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. That's not him. Okay. Let's see here. He is going to make an attack at you, Skywar, with a bite. I believe that hits.
Yep.
You'll take 8 points of piercing. I do need a strength saving throw, and I also need a con saving throw for your wall of wind.
All right, I'm still standing, and I
You're
still
still
got it
good?
up.
Perfect. Okay, so 8 points of piercing. These other ones are slow, so their movement speed is half naturally, right?
Yep. And
Oh,
then
shit.
halved by difficult terrain.
All right.
They're
Well,
slow.
yeah, this one's going to jump down because of this.
How high up was it?
That's fair. How much?
A D6
Yeah.
for 10 feet.
Yeah, I
That's-
think if they can climb up there, I think they're going to be. They didn't get that high up. But they still only have 25 feet of movement. So I was trying to get clever, and time for that has sailed.
Wait, so
Um,
okay. Did one move out of my range?
This is why it has to move here, so it all can fit. Okay.
go ahead, have two of them make a strength save.
Strength save, strength save. Come on. Come on.
Fail.
Fail or pass, right?
Pass. Only one of them passes.
Okay. 17 points of
Ooh.
damage. Nice damage, man.
The past
17
one
and
takes half
then-
points.
Yeah, the other one takes 8.
Oh shoot. Okay. The one that's a running white pincushion right now took half on that one. Okay. Anything, or we got all that settled. So now these two. This one's not going to attack unnecessarily through the wind wall and get injured. It's going to wait till the next turn, but it will hold an action in case someone does decide. It'll hold an action for someone to decide to cross over. I can't do that. I have to only declare one trigger. It will hold an action if the wind wall drops and take an attack at Skybor if the wind wall drops this turn.
Bitch.
In this round. So these, let's see here. I'll roll the one that's in the middle of you two. I'm going to roll a d2 to determine if he goes for Nika or Skybor, Skybor being 2. All right, so one's going after you, Skybor, and one's after you, Anika. So here we go. The first one. This one is for Skybor. Wait. That is an
Miss it.
advantage, but it doesn't matter. This one is for you, Anika.
No.
Both of those miss. And before I forget to do this again. All right. Their rebreath. Those threes rebreath have, or recharge is not triggered. One is still good. All right. I think that's it for that. I don't think I missed anyone. So that brings us to you, Anika. Sweet tooth.
All right. So seeing Curtis at the top of the rock there. How tall is this rock over here?
20 feet.
Okay. We're doing Pythagorean theorem math, aren't we?
Not really. I mean, I'm doing it loosely. Like, if it
Can I
makes
Misty
sense.
step onto the rock with 30
Yes,
feet
you
of
absolutely may.
That's all I need to know.
I'm
So I'm
not
gonna
getting.
Misty step up here.
I'm not gonna get into the fact that it's 45 feet versus 30 feet.
Perfect. Which
Now, if
one
we're
looks like a
talking long distances? That's where I kind of start. Getting concerned.
So we're gonna Eldritch Blast. Now we're gonna do 2 at the one that's not slowed, and then 1 at the pincushion.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, they get the reroll for their saves, don't they?
Oh, they do get to reroll in their slowed saves.
Is that at the end of their turns or the beginning?
Yes, into their
Alright.
turn.
Wisdom 1.
No.
Nope. Wisdom for the other one past the line.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So we'll do the 2 for the not slowed one. Once I find where the hell it is. There it is. Okay. And then
Alright.
for the regular one, does a 14 hit the slow one? With the
It
minus 2 to its
does.
AC?
Yes. Yep.
Sweet. Okay. So for the not slowed one. Ouch.
Okay. All right. So let's do the not slowed one first. So that is
Yep.
going to be 22, 18. So that's
Yeah.
40. 40 damage for the not slowed one.
61 for the not slowed one.
Oh, 61 for the not slowed one. All
Mhm.
right. As he lets out a puppy yelp and falls down.
Yep. And then for the slowed one, it takes 21.
All right. 21 for the slow. Pincushion one, right?
Yeah, it was this one, which I think is the pincushion, right?
Yep. And that one also collapses after that. Their 2 Eldritch Blasts collide with their pelts. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. That's gonna
I think I've done enough.
Lorna McKinley.
Well, she's on the other side of the rocks.
Yeah, you got any cool monk tricks?
Oh yeah, I totally took a level in Monk, by the way. My last
Those
level
boots
I
up.
are
mean-
mighty handy right about now.
Right?
It'd be real freaking fitting.
Right? I mean, maybe she'll take one. Who knows? Are we gonna do epic levels with this campaign, or
You never know.
who knows?
Yeah, talk to your boyfriend about not helping you up this rock by just taking on.
Right? Like, bitch, where's the rope?
I know you're fast.
Okay. Yeah. She's not gonna be able to make it up that far anymore. She'll dash, I guess. Okay, so with 80 feet, could she get there with 60 cross?
You're jumping off of the rocks. Then
She'll take the damage.
How much? Wait, how much? Let me see quick. So this is normal 10. This is 20, so that's really like 40 feet. That puts you at 50 feet. How much is your movement speed?
80 if I dash.
50. So you'll have 30 feet then afterwards. So yeah, you can definitely get to those wolves
Perfect.
if you dash.
That is what she's going to do.
Okay.
Boop, and she's going to stick herself right there and be another target.
Okay.
That is her turn.
What would Amari like to do?
Bonus action move Hunter's Mark to this one since the other one died.
Okay.
And he's going to fire an arrow. Not great weapon. Sharpshooter.
Okay.
All that good jazz. Fire. Okay, that should hit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
For that plus 2 of these. Come on. Plus 1, so that's 16, 26. 26 damage. And he's going to fire again. Again as a sharpshooter and all that jazz.
All right. Go
Oh
for it.
no. Does a 13 hit with it being slowed?
It does.
Okay, good.
To be honest, it hits.
24 plus 4, so 28.
Okay. 28. All right.
And Amari is just going
That's
to
Yelps and lays down as well.
Amari's going to climb up the wall. He has a climbing speed of 20, so he can easily get up there. And that is turn.
Hey. Brings us to you, Cronus, as you see no living creatures on this side of the wind wall.
Alright.
This is considered daylight right now. Got a light and shadow thing working with Amari and Cronus, I kind of like.
Alright. And then I will hold my action for if the wall goes down.
Do you want the wall to go down?
I mean, it's the only thing that's left. I'm not going to tell you how to play or what to do. It's kind of just like standing at the wall, just looking over at him, be like,
You're both awkwardly standing in front of the wall like at an elevator, waiting for it to go. All right. It's your turn, Skywar. What would you like to do?
Skybor is going to he is going to drop the wall in hopes that our numbers numbering this wolf would intimidate it.
All right. You drop the wall.
Yep.
Are you foregoing your action to try to intimidate it then?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. I'm not very intimidating. Here's my intimidation. 15.
All right. You drop the wall down. It snarls a little bit at you. Oh god, it's still slow. This could be so pathetic.
And
So-
Ernest was holding his action.
And the wolf was holding its action as well.
That's true.
But it can't because that's a reaction and
Yeah.
it's slowed.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it's not. It doesn't matter anymore because now it's the wolf's turn. Or no, it's not. It's Skywar's turn. Sorry. Yeah, it could use its action to attack you because that's what I declared. However, seeing at what you're trying to do with your action, the wolf is going to take the option to not take that action. I think that's how it works. I think you still have
Yeah. You still have a choice.
So he is going to, after seeing the drop, and you, two of you above the rock, and no Yeti in sight, and all the rest of his pack has fallen. He snarls a safe face, but he will turn around, and after kind of like he does that thing where he moves just a little bit away, he turns his body sideways, so you see the full profile of him, and he snaps back again, and then he decides he's going to try to flee. The pathetic thing is he's slowed. You guys get reactions.
I mean,
it's the slowest runaway you've ever seen.
No, the minute he starts to run, I'll drop slow. Because I'm not that mean.
All right, as it starts to howl and run away, you guys can take your reactions if you wish. Otherwise, let me know.
I'm gonna drop slow.
I will forego my attack.
Okay. All right, that's going.
That wolf is going to be the new big bad.
That was the big bad wolf.
You mean? I was gonna say, you mean the big bad wolf now?
He doesn't do winners. Who are we? He killed a grandma just to get indoors. There's no way he's going into the winter. That's not right. Anywho's it. Yes, you got the wolf. As it loses the slow effect, it starts. Its paws pick up pace, and it's only moments later before it's ran further away up the path, and it's out of sight. You guys are together. Some of you above the boulders, but overall, you all seem to be in decent shape. What would you all like to do before heading forward?
Everybody okay?
I'm gonna misty step down to Lorna. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you up there.
Good. It worked then.
Clearly. So are we taking the pelts, or should probably continue
Maybe-
running and finding?
I don't think we have the time.
No, I
Maybe
don't
go
think so
find
either.
the injured girl
Yeah,
and whoever she's traveling with.
that's true. Do you think she could be up top? Did I just go British?
Maybe,
I
and a
think I
little
just-
bit.
Yeah,
With the hair.
just a
With the
titch.
cold air.
Yeah, exactly.
Skybor is going to make a familiar to have one of them snowbird thingies to fly up and scout to see if it can see the person we are looking for.
Is it Honey?
Certainly.
Honey
Honey
something?
Marin.
Honey Marin.
You do so. You summon your Arctic bird Skywar. It takes off into the sky, flying up this pass further ahead. You see it whine and turn, and it even passes up the wolf that is running away for its life. It does seem like it's going towards the top of this pass as your bird flies overhead. You will get to what seems to be the end of this pass that goes through what looks to be like a glacier cavern or canyon of sorts. It's kind of has a reflective blue surface, and light catches it. It's very glassy-like surface. The Arctic bird. Would you like her to fly into the cave, or how far is she going?
Sure. Into the cave.
Well, should go ahead and describe things to you as you're approaching. So yes, so you fly towards the cave entrance, and you see this curtain of icicles, and light reflecting off those that curtain. You see the air around. Do you feel or only see through the bird?
See in here.
See in here, so you wouldn't do that then. All right, so you start to fly in, and you see these blue uh, icy walls. And you see that most of the area is covered in a thick layer of snow and ice. And as you fly deeper in this cave, you are going to see a couple yetis and some of these not werewolves, winter wolves around them, and the yetis seem to be conversing or roaring, if you want to call it conversing, but they seem to be talking to one another in a language only they can understand. Um, as you approach this scene of the Yetis arguing, you'll see Nala. I'm sorry, you don't. You see a person, unconscious and barely injured, laying on the ground. She's surrounded by these Yetis, and they seem to be towering over her, arguing about something. The winter wolves all seem to be sitting like almost like domestic animals. Their eyes kind of gleaming eagerly at the person laying injured on the floor, licking their lips, seemingly looking at this person as they're excited to get whatever scraps remain for them. Uh, the person's injuries are visible. You see deep claw marks on her arms and legs, and a gash across her forehead. Her breath is not very strong, and she seems to be in very, very bad condition, still living.
All right. The Yetis, as they're conversing, do they speak giant?
They do not.
Okay.
Yeah, good question though. They speak. Actually, I had to look it up because I was curious. Like, well, they're not dumb. What do they speak? And they speak Yeti, actually.
I can speak Elvish, Giant, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, and Sylvan.
Yeah,
this Jesus.
Its own language apparently, and I imagine it's because it's not really a spoken war. It's like roaring at each other until you get what they're trying to say, or it eats you. There's not a lot of persuasion in their dialect. It's like, food, me eat, or me kill you.
I think I may have found them. We need to hurry. They look very hungry. They might eat the person.
Let's get going then.
Let's go.
As try to recall your bird, you will hear a large roar coming from even deeper within this icy cavern, Skyboard, and it seems to shake the cave ceiling as the icicles kind of cling to one another, and some fall to the ground, as well as disturbing some snow to fall in the ground area. The roar is loud enough to disrupt these Yetis and cause them to pause. Even some of the wolves kind of get up from their seat of position and scatter a little bit around the room before returning to their masters and back to what they're just apparently debating over. So, as you guys are climbing up the hill further ahead, you're welcome to share that as well, Skyboard. And let me.
Does the roar sound like one of the other Yetis? Like, does it matches what a Yeti sound like? Or does it sound like a different creature?
It sounds similar, but a lot deeper and louder.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys arrive to the entrance to the cave, you'll see what I formerly described to you all through the Arctic bird that flew ahead. But as soon as you guys get to the entrance, you guys are going to feel a bitter coldness that just kind of sweeps through your body. You smell frozen earth and animal remains inside the cave. And, kind of fills your nostrils with this smells. Uh, as you step in, you onto that deep snow that the bird saw prior, you'll hear and feel the crunch of the snow and ice underneath your steps, and the wind starts howling through these tunnels and starts to pull at your clothes and make you shiver a little bit. It's been a few hours. Can I go ahead and get another Constitution saving throw from everyone, please?
All right. I'm going to cure wounds Lorna at 2nd level. So
Oh.
You're going to heal 16 hit points.
Thank you.
And I believe warmer clothes or winter clothes gives you advantage on weather-related checks. Is that correct?
I think it just doesn't give you disadvantage.
Is that what it is? Okay. So it's just straight. Oh, you know what? You're right. Yep, I think you're right on that. So.
Hey.
Oh, that ain't good.
Okay. All right. Well, my shoeless friend. Although you chose to wear boots and more appropriate for this attire, this cold that is howling through these kind of cavernous glacier tunnels, and the dampness of this cave is too much for you. You will be under the effects of 1 point of exhaustion for the next few hours, or until you can warm up by a fire.
Nah, that's nothing.
So I think 1 point is just ability checks, right?
Correct.
Correct.
I'm not saying this is going to happen either tonight. It hasn't happened yet. I do want to remind everyone we did implement that homebrew rule about falling unconscious, getting back up, and unconscious. That also will still, that is an attack.
Yeah.
I didn't want to surprise everyone because I don't think it has happened, but you know.
Not yet.
Nope.
As you get through more dangerous and dangerous territory. Okay.
Came dangerously close last session.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, damn it. I got these out of order now. Sorry. I have these papers out of order. I don't want to lose it and fix it. Okay. Fine. Sorry guys, just want to make sure I got it all prepped for you first. Alright. Okay. Yes, okay, so you guys enter the cave and start following the path that, oh, I did want to share this image because I found this beautiful and that's just kind of how I imagined the inside a little bit. Let me make this I just like the way this looked a lot, and that's kind of how I imagine what you guys are descending or walking into. This icy, snow-covered place covered with these icicles everywhere. So just a little visual eye candy.
I like it.
All right. As you guys do follow the path that you saw the bird fly, you will you'll hear the Yetis talking and arguing for yourselves, for your own ears. There's a couple Yetis in this room, as well as a few werewolves that are surrounding this person that seems to be injured in the cave cavern. What would you guys like to do? You guys, I assume, are stealthing, so go ahead and give me stealth checks as well.
I was just about to say, we're probably
like,
stealthing in.
Unless someone's going, whistling a song through the cave, I assume you guys are trying to stealth.
I mean, I do have disadvantage.
Question: not everyone can see in the dark. I think Lorna, you have those
Goggles.
What does Skywarrior have for night?
I can cast dark vision on myself.
Okay, you do so. Or do you do so? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to.
As you get deeper in this cave, you will need to have some kind of light source or dark vision. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Skyboard does not have a net 20 on his stealth. He has a 14 because he has the disadvantage.
So we got 30. Jesus Christ, Anika. 23, 22, 14, and 28. All right.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. I will need to roll though once. 'Cause passive was 50. Okay. Let me see how I rolled. Okay. Your party has done a fairly good job at remaining stealthy, and although you kind of your foot slips a little bit on your descent into this cave, Skyborg, your comrades will help you from falling or taking any kind of unnecessary tumble, which allows you guys to continue through this cave relatively unnoticed to your knowledge at least. You guys see this scene before you as I described that the bird saw. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to create a ruckus. No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
I'll go ahead and move you if you want to see like
Yeah.
map or see what's all there. These are
That
kind of
probably
you're
be
not
good.
you're not as exposed as I have you right there. You're kind of deep, dark back in this tunnel. So you guys are kind of like tucked back here in this top left corner. So you're not quite out here yet. But this is the person you see out there injured.
That ain't the right token for Amari. Can't click on it.
Oh. That should work now.
Yep.
And there's only one other person in this cave that's not white furred.
Yes, there's only one person. She's dressed in familiar clothes of the Notholodra.
So, how are we going to deal with this?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Are we thinking we're just gonna run in there and get her and get out? Kind of looks to Cronus. And then to Anika because she realized that Cronus can't carry her with him through the shadow thing.
I can create a fog cloud.
She's bigger than I am. I can't take her with me.
Ah, that's true. What if you enlarge yourself?
I don't have that spell, and I took the potion to save Cronus with the dragons.
That's right. We need to get more of those for you.
Yeah.
You could create the fog. That would be a good distraction.
If Cronus took me with him, I could turn us invisible on the way out.
That's true.
I mean,
Did we do a nature check on what Skyborn knew about these? Because I think you guys or you and Amari were able to determine that they're similar to Sasquatches from your.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys ever do any nature checks though?
No. It's more of legend than it is something we actually know.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys aren't really bookworms either, so.
I'm a bookworm.
Yeah, I just don't think that Yetis would really come up in your studies as an astronomer and ruins and everything.
Fair.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, it doesn't make sense to have you roll this then.
so does it look like this person's in like immediate danger, or they kind of just like hanging around?
No, their breaths are shallow. They've severely bruised and battered.
Yeah, they don't. They don't
Probably
look that
internal
good.
bleeding. Without closer inspection and doing a medicine check, it's hard to say. But just even from a bird's eye view, she seems to be.
I mean, like the Yetis and the wolves. Do they look like they're getting ready to attack her more, or are they kind of just content with just leaving her right there for the moment?
It kind of keeps circling around her and pushing and shoving, joshing, or like, trying to get positioned to be the one that's gonna get to enjoy this treat. Also in this room, you're gonna see lots of game and animal remains and stuff. So it's not like she's the only thing in here. There's definitely other kills and creatures in here from that they've eaten and picked over in the past. But yeah, so no one's like biting. It seems like they're fighting over who gets to eat her.
I think if we create the fog cloud and then we all run in.
I mean, so I actually have an idea.
Okay.
I can get as close as I can. Shadow step to him, or to her. As soon as I shadow step fog cloud, I will do pass without a trace as we sneak through the cloud. So they can't track us through the cloud.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
So only
But
you'd be
timing is
going in?
crucial, because if I get there and there's no cloud there,
Yeah, that would be a problem. Think you could time it well, Skyboard?
Yes.
So you're just planning on going in and then coming out, no fighting?
Running.
I mean, they're gonna be very angry.
And there's a lot of them.
The tunnels keep going further this way as well, like past this room.
There's a lot of them, and I mean, there's more cave.
Or I can go through them. When I get to the other side, I can make noise and then go invisible again. And try to draw them further away.
Do we think that's the granddaughter?
Fog cloud can move as well, right? I'm just thinking
No,
of
it can't.
no, it's one.
It's kind of like a darkness or silence. It's a stationary thing.
Gotcha.
I wish you could move it. That would be amazing.
I think you did move it. I think we said that if you use gust, you could move it. I think that's what we did.
I think Gus will like dispel it. I mean, kind of like disperse it.
I mean, Gust is a cantrip, because I have it.
I mean,
So, I mean, could help you
I
with
like creative ideas. You guys are coming up with some good ones. It's whatever you guys want to.
Let's just do the
Whatever you
fog cloud. Let's get this over
that.
with.
Yeah, and then get her back here. I can heal her, and we can see if we need to go further in the cave.
Oh, like a plan.
Alright then. I will.
So how big of a cloud is this?
It's pretty big.
I think it's
And
a
let me
30-foot radius, 40.
20-foot radius. So that's 40 feet diameter.
Okay. Really bad.
So that's
Pretty big.
not that big, apparently. That ain't good.
I mean, yeah, but they can't see through it that well either. So it just won't affect this wolf.
But also, wolves have keen smell.
Yeah, but if I do pass without trace, I can't be tracked.
Yeah.
You can be tracked. So you can't be tracked. Like,
It just
you
makes
can
it harder.
detect it. It just makes it harder.
Actually, it actually says you can't be tracked unless it's by magical means.
Oh, okay. Tracking, not so much as sensing.
Yeah, like if they have to track you, yeah. But if you're in there, they can still smell you.
Isn't that tracking?
No, tracking is tracking you like your footpath. It's basically saying you're not leaving footprints behind or things on your trail to show where you've been. The effects on your ability to stay hidden is already factored in by giving you the +10 to your stealth roll by making you harder to be seen, smelled, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, because it just says a creature that receives this bonus leaves no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Basically, the wolves have
You don't leave any
advantage on smell, and
Yeah.
as long as they don't beat your stealth, which is +10, they won't be able to smell you, even with their advantage.
That is true. So at best, 25 is the best they can roll.
All right. Well,
So
let's commit to this.
I mean, I don't want to rush you guys. I mean, if you guys have other
Yeah.
ideas, feel free. I don't, whatever you guys want to try and do. So, Skyward, you're casting that cloud then?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it when
All
Uh,
right.
I'm gonna
Pretty much.
count to I'm gonna have Cronus tell me how long I should count before I release the spell. That way we can time it.
Pretty much as soon as you see me disappear, release it.
Okay. All right. I'll do it then.
All right.
So, that
As
being
close
said,
to in unison as possible, you poof at the same time as the fog appears. Your silhouette appears briefly as those trees in that GIF, as it completely turns to gray and you're not seen at all. You're right next to the body where you were trying to teleport to. So, what would you like to do now? Well, I should describe this a little better. You hear lots of roars and guttural sounds coming from the Yeti, and being startled and also frustrated or not understanding what's going on. The wolves will immediately kind of, like this one kind of panics just all of a sudden at the fog. It kind of takes a step back. This one kind of does. Oops.
Oh my God, they're
Wait,
breeding.
Were there suddenly more wolves?
No. Hold on. Something. All right. Holy crap. I'm deleting them, and they're. All right. There might be too many tokens on here. All right. Something went horribly wrong. There we go. One. Oh my God. There's another one. Jesus Christ. All right. All right. There we go. 3 Yetis, 3 wolves. Okay. Shit. What was I saying now? Go ahead, Cronus. What would you like to do now that you're in the middle of this fog with the
pretty much put my hand down, make sure I can feel her, and then cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
And then after that, it's picking her up.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please.
Come on.
Advantage with +10.
I get advantage from my boots anyways.
Oh, that's right.
27.
27. All right. Something's definitely afoot. So they're gonna roll their perception checks to try to figure this out. 27. It is. Oh wait, Abominable Yeti again. Or I guess I do get a chance to. This one perception. All right, they both fail. So what up? They can't figure out what's going on, I should say. What would you teleport back, or what do you do next?
I'm gonna have to carry her back.
This reminds me too much of Metal Gear Solid 5 when you're like carrying someone and just like start running.
So I will go ahead and use my dash action just to get my normal speed back, because I guess I'm carrying somebody, so it's reducing my speed. Is that what we're doing, or how are we doing that?
Oh, I'm muted. I'm so sorry. It'll be difficult to consider difficult terrain because it is difficult terrain with the thick, deep snow, but also you're carrying someone, and yeah, so it's gonna be half whatever your movement speed
Okay,
is.
well, I'll just go ahead and use the dash.
Okay.
Just to get my normal speed back up.
Okay.
Oh. And then, seeing the layout of the room, I would have known I need to go up from the rock, so I would have followed the rock's edge first.
Okay.
And then kinda 50 feet.
Now, once you're dashing, I'm not so certain you could be stealthing while dashing. So, you take off out of the fog, but not. Let me see. The Yetis are all in the fog. That was probably dumb for all the wolves to go around. But they are gonna get perception checks because something is definitely afoot, and they don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and just honor your previous roll, but if you continue to dash or run, which you will be out in the mood, I'll have to. How would that work? You can't stealth while you're carrying someone and dashing. I'm just gonna count your previous stealth roll for now, but what's your passive stealth, Cronus? It's 10 plus 10 plus your stacks or your stealth modifier, right?
So 30.
What
Uh,
is stealth then?
I
Basically,
mean, the minimum I can be is a 20. Like 21.
what is your stealth like modifier?
Oh,
Plus
10.
10.
So
Sorry.
you have a passive 20.
Then pass without a trace.
Technically, but that's how he's got the 20. Without that, without. Oh, no. I'm sorry. You have
Passive stealth will be 10 plus 10.
that was 10 is 20 plus passive
Again.
without trace is 10. So that's
So
30.
it's 30.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
go for it. Thank you. I was trying to figure out there's stuff. It didn't make sense to okay, they see you, but I also don't want to make this too easy either. So, okay, so perfect.
We can say that since he's running, we can give him a quote disadvantage on stealth and take away 5, making it 25 instead.
Lowering the DC almost a little bit. If you're gonna be sprinting, yeah, that's really the only fair way to.
Well, I would say we'll just do this. I was just getting out of the fog cloud and out of the situation. Like looking over my shoulder, seeing that I'm not actively being chased, I would probably take it a little bit slower to get out of the area.
Okay, let's just say instead of the dash action, you're just using your action to move, and you're using move. So that makes sense. Okay, that makes narrative sense. So you're not. It's called dashing in game mechanics, but really you're just taking your whole time to move without running. Okay. Anything else with your turn, or what you would like to try and do?
No, that's as far as I can go.
Okay. The wolves and stuff are still trying to figure out what's going on. They're kind of bouncing back and forth a little bit, kind of dancy. Map layer. This guy is kind of moving in, and these guys are kind of wandering around trying to figure out what's going
They're
on.
multiplying.
Oh my god! Why does it keep doing that?
Are you holding down like control or something? Like
No, maybe I
that's
should.
so-
I didn't know I could do that.
Can I do something else?
Yes, you may.
would-
That's their turn. They're kind of bouncing around, trying to figure out what's going on.
I will conjure animal. I'm gonna
Okay.
have like a bird. It doesn't even have to be Arctic, but it will fly all the way to over here. Over here, and it's gonna make a lot of noise
Okay.
as it flies further down the tunnel.
All right. The bird that comes to mind for me is the most notable sound, which is the sound of a hawk. So you summon a bird, it shrieks out that very distinguishable and noticeable shriek across the cavernous walls, and it starts to flap and distract the wolves a little bit or try to get their attentions before it heads down deeper into the cavern. Do you see through this animal, unlike your other one?
I
or
will
no?
not see through it because I need to be able to see what I'm going to be doing as we're going to be leaving this place
Okay, can the bird communicate with you?
within 100 feet.
So, like, can
I'm
it
pretty
let you
sure
know if
it's going
it
to be.
sees something, or what should it do if it sees something?
It's out of my range, so it don't matter.
Okay. All right. So the bird takes off down into the cavern, shrieking and trying to get the wolves to bite, if you will, or the yetis. Go ahead and let's do a persuasion check. Just I'll use your own persuasion. Well, whichever's higher, Skyward, your persuasion or the bird's persuasion.
Sure, we'll say mine. I guess I don't even know what the bird's persuasion is.
Go for it. Okay.
Not very persuasive.
The
Come on, guys. I'm right here. I'm hungry. Come on.
The wolves are definitely distracted and turning to look at you, at your bird flying away, but none of them are interested enough to chase it down into the caverns. They're kind of sticking with their masters, and they kind of are trying to figure out what's going on in this room with this cloud of smoke that appeared out of nowhere.
That's my 2 cents.
But they are currently looking in the other direction than the fog at this current time. Does anybody else want to try to do anything? Otherwise, I think, Cronus, it's your turn to try to get further away.
No, I don't really have anything that's not going to cause an avalanche.
Nah.
I don't have anything but to kill the Yeti, so I guess we'll let this
Same.
happen.
Either that or just make it like, oh yeah, there's a spellcaster here. So
Yeah, no, I hear you. Okay. So go ahead, Cronus. You move your half your speed again.
Mm-hmm.
You can quote unquote take the dash action, which is really just taking your action and your move action.
All right.
Okay. I will do one more stealth check because the DC is 25 though. Perception 12 for the abominable Yeti, and let's get 22, but not good enough. All right. And after that, you do make it into this back to the cavern with your friends with the body in tow. You can feel the breaths are very shallow as you carry her this way, Cronus, and if it wasn't for what little air coming from her nostrils and her mouth as you carry her, you would probably presume her dead. But you do rejoin the rest of your friends back in this tunnel. I assume, Skyward, you're staying focused on the fog and what the Yetis and the wolves decide to do about it, or what are you doing right now?
Yeah, I'm going to keep the fog up as long as possible because
Which
if
is
I
how
drop it
long?
and they see,
A minute, I think.
let me see. Actually, I could just scroll up. An hour.
Oh, an hour. Okay, so this could cause some headaches for a period of time. Okay. So I will imagine that Skyward is kind of not completely out removed from this conversation, but he's going to have to stay pretty close to the scenario or the location to keep this
I don't
under
think
control.
I need to stay close to it. I just need to keep concentration up.
Oh, you don't have to be near it. Okay. Okay, then you guys escape deeper into the past that you guys came from originally,
Mhm.
and you guys are alone with this injured and battered girl.
I'm gonna heal her.
Okay. Alright. You do so as your magical spell kind of falls upon her body, and some of the superficial wounds disappear immediately. The bruising starts to go down, anything open or still kind of pussy and bleeding immediately kind of starts to close up, and her breath, her breathing seems to normalize a little bit. Still much so injured, and she struggles to kind of wake up, and she's still kind of moaning in some pain as she comes to a little bit. She takes a deep breath and looks at you all and tries to figure who you all are, and she's a little startled, and
Hi.
yeah, she's just scared and hurt right now.
Are you Honey Marin?
Oh, Honey Marin, where is she?
Wait, who are you?
Oh,
I'm
great.
Nala.
We got to put her back.
No, please don't take me back.
Ignore him. Who are you?
I'm Nala. I'm Honey Marin's best friend.
Nala?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Why didn't we hear about Nala?
Mm-hmm. Probably not many people pay attention to me back in the village. I'm not as important as the chiefess granddaughter, but
Yeah, but you think the chief would
she
notice
goes,
if someone else left.
she goes, Honey Marin tried to sneak away, so she only kind of,
You-
or only I kind of knew about it, so I had to follow her. She's my best friend. I couldn't let her go up here all alone.
It's good that you didn't. Where did you see her last?
We just got done with camp, and we were, heading out further and up the pass to try to make it to Elsa's castle until we were attacked by these Yetis. We kind of ran into some troubles along the way too. Otherwise, we might have had a chance to get away, but she kind of winces in pain and grabs at her side. This is way more than I bargained for. But the last I remember is we were caught in one of those damn traps those Yetis had set along the pass. And then before I fell unconscious, I just saw them. Clinch kind of grabs her head, and like she has a really bad migraine. And some things and memories are starting to come back to her. She goes, "No, I saw her. They drug us both into this horrible cave, and this massive creature, with white long fur, burns and scars across its body where its skin was exposed. This incredibly large yeti, this monster in the cave, and they dropped, or that's where I last remember seeing Honey Marin before they kind of put me back in wherever I am, wherever this is." That's the last I remember is seeing Honey Marin.
So we have to go deeper in the cave. Great.
So we will have to take them out.
I told Honey Marin that this pass has been abandoned for way too long. It was too dangerous to make the journey ourselves. She just wouldn't listen.
I think there's like a way to get in the back of the cave. Like there's always some other way, right?
There's always another way. Wish Honey Marin was with us. She would definitely know better than most, but yes, there's got to be another way to kind of get through this cave.
I think maybe we should try and find one, because while we probably could take all of them out, can we take them out and then face off a bigger, burned and scarred Yeti easily?
She goes. She agrees with you completely. I'm a little sore right now, a little rough for wear. I don't know how much aid I can give you at the moment, but I agree there has to be another way around. If maybe I don't want to rest longer though, then I worry if you guys wait around for me, I'll slow you down. And Honey Marin's fate is a little bit more certain than the longer we delay.
I don't think our plan was to wait for you, unfortunately. If we can go first, save you from hurting yourself, it would be better.
You want to leave me here?
We'll
if they
make sure you're
come back out,
safe.
She looks very frightened again and almost childlike in her worry that you're going to abandon her in this dark,
I
dark,
mean,
icy cave.
we're trying to find a back door, right? She knows this place better than us. Maybe see if we can go find it.
That's
She
true.
was unconscious.
We've all been there before.
Ah, yes, unconscious yet aware of the location. Yes.
Technically, you just need to get past this group of Yetis that are kind of stopping you from going in the path.
Okay, so either we try and find a back door, or we cause a really big distraction out here, and then sneak in behind them.
She panicked that you guys might leave her behind. She, with what energy she has, she does get herself on her feet, but it is not a pretty sight. She goes,
No, no, no,
"I'll
no,
do
no.
my best. I don't leave
Sit.
me here."
Fine, but easy now.
I'm just gonna like point to like my back and just say hop on, and then we'll figure it out as we go.
So back door first. Stupid plan second. Third plan, running guns blazing.
It sounds
Give
like
me
a plan.
a survival check, Amari and Skybor. You guys know nature, caves, glacier, canyons, stuff like that.
Lorna's proficient.
And
Survival?
oh, Lorna, go ahead too. Yep. Oh, and you've had
Oh.
experience with Mikkel Island, so yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Okay. You guys, although Amari and Skybor's experience is more with caves than glacier kind of caverns, Lorna, you can kind of, between the three of your knowledge, you guys can kind of put some things together, and you all come to the agreement, especially with Nala, saying, you know that there's got to be another cavern. There's always some kind of tube or a fractured off passageway. It may not be as big as a normal pass, but there's always in your experience some kind of alternative route. You guys go back into the a little bit further into the cave, studying the walls, looking for any kind of imperfections, any kind of gaps more than just boulders or outcroppings of ice. Go ahead and give me a perception check for, please.
Everyone or just them?
Just them for right now. They're kind of doing their nature-y survival-y thing. Holy shit. That is not a critical even. That's ridiculous. Okay. Yes. As you all three kind of scan with as intently as you can, looking for some kind of gap in or some kind of alternative tunnel that maybe you walked by that wasn't at eye level. Maybe it's in higher up. And Skybor, with your wandering eyes, your eyes kind of find this outcroppings of ice shards that stick out into the hall a little bit.
Actually, it's a 19.
It's a 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exhaustion.
Okay. Well, again, all three of you is part of the reason you guys are all working on this together. With your knowledge about cave systems. So, but you guys will see how this ice outcroppings kind of form a little bit of a ridge, and it looks like a whole nother, almost a tunnel the size of maybe 5 feet tall. Uh, Actually, that's even too big. You're gonna find a tunnel that's about 4 feet tall that kind of is tucked up a little bit closer to the ceiling, but it seems to kind of go in the same direction that you guys just came from. You'd have to investigate closer to see exactly where it went, but it does. Obviously, it's heading in that direction from just the entrance. Nala kind of thinks we could crawl through that. She kind of looks at all of you, and she kind of looks at you, Cronus, as you're carrying her. She goes, you might have to crawl on your belly. I'm not sure.
We can manage.
May I suggest we take a short rest, tend to our wounds before we dive in deep into this cave?
Donald's kind of looks nervous at that suggestion. He goes, "I worry if we do that, the longer we wait to get to Honeymoon, the worse her fate might be."
I would
But
concur.
it is your guys' call. What would you guys like to do? Uh-oh, what's going on my mouse? Oh,
I mean, I say we keep moving unless there's a reason we have to stop.
I would agree. I'd rather not come across a dead body.
All right.
right. So you guys try to climb this ridge. I will go ahead and let's go ahead and do athletics or acrobatics on how you're trying to climb this carefully and reach this tunnel up above. Your choices.
Oh, this is a 12.
Amari.
Looking for some face plants here.
I mean, Amari has a climbing speed.
That is also true.
That is true. Let's see here. Furnace. I'll consider you're running on wall speed to your athletics score as well, Cronus. So, I'll lower the D for you and Amari for that. Okay. So yes, you all are able to get up to the top of this ridge, and finally to the tunnel. You guys will have to crawl on your knees. Well, some of the bigger ones, Nika, you'll be fine probably.
Oh, say, am I just walking?
Yeah, you're walking. Everyone else is gonna have to hunch over, or I think most will have to hunch over. Some may have to crawl on their knees, ants and stuff to get through this pass. But you guys start to feel that same coldness cut through you, just like the rest of this cave. And it's hard on your hands and your knees as that ice just kind of cuts into you as you press your hands into its surface. You guys make it at this pace though for a decent amount of time until it starts to descend and you reach a new kind of cavernous opening. You look around and you could hear some of the roaring from the Yetis and confusion coming back from a decent distance behind. But you guys seem to have gotten past the Yetis for the time being. Do you guys could proceed further?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
I am going to cast Pass Without Trace again.
Okay. Alright. As you make it deeper and deeper into the layer, you see more and more remains. They're becoming not less or a lot less scattered, unlike the modest den that you just came upon before. You finally see where there's like piles of deer, elk, and other kind of game that's been feasted upon. You'll also find some human remains and people that have come this way before, possibly, and have become unlikely victims to the Yetis. Uh, as you get further in, you're met with a frigid wind that just kind of cuts you through. That everything's still covered in thick layers of ice and snow. But as you kind of look into the center of this room, you will see that there is a injured, an injured person wearing similar clothing like the other Northolder tribe, and her feet are kind of like encased in ice as she hangs about 20 feet off the ground. Or no, I'm sorry, as she hangs about 50 feet off the ground from. Or wait, what's this guy's reach? Sorry, let me see what his reach is.
So basically, Luke Skywalker. And
Yeah, except way higher off the ground because this guy's this cave's pretty big. Um, yeah, she's about 40 feet off the ground, and uh, yeah, you'll see her hanging there from this ice cropping. Um, you'll see bruises and cuts all over her body, and you'll see where below where she's hanging, a little bit of red stains the snow where a drop of blood falls down every once in a while. As you guys continue to scan the room, let's see here. I will need perception checks, please.
come on.
All right. As you see in this room, though, what looked before like a snow mound, kind of behind a big pile of bones and skulls and other remains, you see this mound of what you thought snow start to move, and some of the snow shake off of it as this furry beast stands up, easily 30 feet tall, with thick white fur and piercing blue eyes. It turns around uh, and will. So you know what? You guys haven't gone in there, so there's no reason for it to get up yet. Let me think. Because you guys did say you're using Pass Without Trace right before you came in here too, didn't you? Let's go ahead and do stealth checks then. Probably should have.
Oh no.
My bad.
I mean, Pass Without a Trace is up, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
19.
39.
29.
Jesus. Skybor still did better than Lorna. Even at disadvantage. It's my rolls tonight. It's those goddamn boots. I'm burning them.
They're magical.
I will de-enchant them and then burn them.
You can't.
You don't
They're
have-
cursed. It's a cursed item.
I will remove curse on them.
You don't have spell slots.
I will pay somebody to do it. We have
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
13,000
can
gold.
cast it. I just need a scroll.
I will buy
What
that
are we removing
scroll.
curse from?
The boots, not my boots. They're not mine. Nah, I'm burning them.
I mean, can't you just literally remove curse by, like, removing the boots?
No!
Why
They have
not?
touched me.
You don't
I am
know
not
that's what affects
permanent.
a curse. Also, I cannot cast that spell.
God damn it.
He also had Atlas foot, and he never washed his feet, nor did he wash his boots.
That explains the smell and why he kept the shoes on all the time.
Yep. Note to self: disinfect feet when we get home.
Okay.
Or just chop them off.
So yes, you see this mound start to move and shift, and stand up. It looks like it's kind of sniffing the air. It currently has half of an elk kind of in one hand. It's kind of that he's kind of been munching on and chewing on. It's kind of sticking out of his mouth like a toothpick at this point, as he's kind of ripping into it. He sniffs the air a little bit, trying to explore the, smell something new that has drifted up into his nostrils. What do you all do? He doesn't quite see you all yet, but he knows something smells different in his cave. And let me go ahead and get you guys the map so you guys can kind of see what's going on. You guys kind of find your way down this little secret pass that kind of puts you out here. Room. And that's when, well, I will stop there because you guys didn't say you're going in the room. So you guys come down the chute. What would you guys like to do as you see this big, massive creature roaming this room?
Can't click on Amari.
Yeah, I gotta re-import because I copied tokens, and obviously I copied a bad token. Start us off with the, I guess, Cronus. You got anything you'd like to try, or?
I mean, a bunch of terrible ideas, but no, not really. Actually, real quick, this right here, this area, is that actually, like, raised up off the ground? Like where it'd be above him?
Yes, that is raised up a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
it's not above him right now, but yeah, it's raised up. Yes. I will put you on the spot a little bit. You guys are kind of standing out in the open, so I will need some kind of initial action, unless we're gonna go do another stealth check very soon. At least if it's taking cover to formulate your plan.
I think Lorna. Go ahead.
Is this big enough to hide behind?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Skyboy's going to try to get behind that.
Yep.
I think Lorna's gonna try and do that too. Oh, but we're all grouping up. Oh, that's gonna be terrible.
Actually,
Don't worry, Amari's going to stay up here.
I think I'm gonna hang out with Amari for a little bit.
Okay.
What's
Nice.
And
the
then can-
drop?
You can't really drop from that side. I'm just pretending that's like the tunnel you're coming out of.
Oh, okay.
So you can
Okay.
see through
this
that
is
So
wall.
wait,
tunnel.
I have to
Yeah.
go down here.
also,
you
what's
can't-
the lighting situation?
It's dark and dim light. There are some glowing blue light given off by some of the what was that? Sorry, something just made noise. Lost my train of thought. Okay, so what were we saying?
Dim blue lights or whatever.
Yeah, there's some dim light, but yeah, this is mostly dark or dim light.
Okay.
So this is a wall. We can't see through this because
That
this is
is
a tunnel.
correct.
Okay.
Mhm. That's
In that
kind of the
case-
secret passage you went through, because otherwise you would have kind of came out more from this area into this room.
Okay. In that
All
case, Amari will not go there because he got no shot. He's probably going to go.
Those statues could be used as cover. Everything in there could be used as some type of cover.
Yeah.
Uh,
He wants to,
coverage.
So,
Yeah,
like,
you
we're
wanna-
not on top of each other. Like, when I get behind the rock here, I want to shadow step my 60 feet to
Okay.
this bottom rock right here.
It is a statue.
And if
You know
so,
what? I'm
statue
sorry, you're right.
of
It's
what?
a statue. It's not a statue. It's a boulder or a rock of some sort. Sorry, that's a good point. Yetis aren't making frozen statues of people in here.
I
I
mean,
mean,
why
it could
not?
have been here before them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Um. So how tall is it?
How tall is the Yeti? 30 feet tall.
No. The boulder.
Oh, that one will be 15 feet. This one will be 15 feet. This one will be about 15 feet. These are about not like these two little ones aren't probably as big as the two front ones, so these are about 10 feet tall. It's about 15, 20 feet tall.
That's better than nothing. Amari's going to be on top of the boulder.
Okay, on top of the boulder.
Same.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So go ahead. So everyone that is moving out of the tunnel and into the room, I will want another set of stealth checks as you move
Lorna,
across the room to try to get into your positions of choice.
Lorna is specifically going last because she knows she's gonna fuck up everything.
Oh.
I got a 40.
Amari does have advantage because he's got the elven cloak. All right.
31, 40 for Cronus, 35 for
Oh my
Anika,
god.
Just while I'm
27,
next to Cronus.
Are we...
and
I'm
34,
terrified. Oh, okay.
and 21. Okay. Go ahead and roll time. All right, you guys have entered the room. He's still stiff in the air. Something's off, but he's not quite certain. He will kind of move around a little bit. Kind of starts walking towards Honeymare, and as she's kind of placed in the outcropping in the ceiling, you'll see him kind of walk up to her, sniffing at her as he kind of eats into the game that he currently has hanging out of his mouth. You'll kind of see him hoot a little bit, kind of like a gorilla. You know, when a gorilla thinks something's kind of funny, as he kind of just starts batting at her like a cat with a play toy.
Is this the part where she summons her lightsaber and cut off his hand?
And then a green little man walks in and says, "Use the cosmic energy." No.
So are we ready?
He's gonna talk. You guys just ran into the room to position. So you
God
get
dang it.
talking is out the window.
Oh yeah.
How
but,
far
like,
do the earrings go? I don't remember.
All right, those with the earrings can talk, but that's it.
Yeah.
Sky,
Lord and Cronus.
Skybor, Lorna, and Cronus can talk to probably one another without raising too much alarm to the other creature. Anika and Amari, you guys could probably converse as well if you'd like.
Through the earring to, I believe Lorna has the other earring. It's gonna be like, hold off, give me a second. And then I'm gonna go invisible.
Oh shit.
Okay. Update your whatever your spell and your key slots.
I
So
don't
you
need
go
key slots because it's free.
free.
Yes, it is, buddy.
How is it
Takes an action.
to just go invisible?
Yep.
No way.
I mean, it uses his action. It's not really free.
All right. How long does it last then? All right. Okay. While you are in area of light or darkness, you can use the action to become invisible or reinvisibility. Okay, you do so. You got it.
And then after that, I'm gonna take off.
Anika's just holding Eldritch Blast until I see somebody attack this thing.
Pretty much, I'm running up to here. Whether or not the other four, since they can't see me or anything.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. With advantage, obviously, for all sorts of reasons now. All right. For 34, I do not
Yep.
think he can. There's no way he can even get that. So, okay, you're good.
All right. I'll let the other ones decide what they do, and then
Well, yeah. What would you guys like to try and do? If you guys aren't moving, you won't have to make stealth checks, but you guys can talk briefly. Um,
Uh, what's your plan there, Cronus?
I'm going to distract him. Well, actually, what is the distance these earrings work?
I don't think they have a distance.
they do. I don't. I thought it was like 500 feet.
1 mile.
I mean, if we go 500 feet, we're good inside the whole cave area.
Wait, did you guys get another set after the pirates?
Nope.
You said no.
I thought we got them back from the pirates.
That's right. You lost the. What was the other thing you lost? No. You guys did lose the earrings of Whisper to the pirates.
Which pirates?
Long. That would have been forever ago.
The one that
Skyboard left afterwards.
Then how do we have them still?
So we killed the brother, and I believe we took him back.
I think you're right. So let me move this out of gone. Back to items then. But it does say 500 feet.
Perfect.
Noise, sound, or conversations around the wearer is not transmitted. Communication must be verbal, though.
I will whisper the quietest that I've ever whispered.
Okay.
Pretty much, my plan is, I plan on going over to the elevated area. I'm going to throw something down into the water looking stuff to draw its attention, and then we can kind of ambush it.
That's just ice. Sorry.
It don't matter. It's still going to achieve the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So before we close up the session, I think this is a pretty much a good spot. Do you want to do whatever? So what's going on next? So, you know what? Let's pause there. Let's pick up there next week. So we'll give you time to kind of flesh out what you exactly want to do. Cronus, once you get to wherever you're heading, and well, yeah, we'll pick up here next week.